Hiya, today we're going to do a Christmas tree. You can see the ones I've got here, little tiny buttons laid out over the tree, and then we're going to use some nice Christmas ribbon, and I've got some templates on the handout to give you an idea of how to cut your tree out. The first one I'm just going to show you, I've got some little white buttons for our baubles and a nice big yellow button for the top for the star, and then I've got some lovely little robin and present green and white ribbon to use on this one. I'm just laying them out. You can use a mixture of colours or you can stick with the same colour like I have on these two. I'm using red thread to go on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to sew the last few buttons on. You can see I've done 6 red buttons already and I've got a couple more left to do. I'll just thread the needle. This can be quite difficult sometimes, so just take your time, make sure you've got good light. Hopefully it'll go through first time, but it's not always the case. So just pull it through carefully and hope for the best. I'm having to just twist the end of the cotton on this one, just to get a nice fine edge, and thread it through. Once you've threaded it through, just give yourself a little bit to work with so it's not going to slip off again. These buttons I've got here, there's 4-hole and 2-hole. I like using a mixture of the both, but you can stick to one type. You can buy a pack of all the same buttons. You can see what I'm doing here. I've just had to rethread my needle and go back to it, so I'm sorry about that. Go through a couple of times from the back through to the front and then back again, so you're always hiding the cotton that you're not using at the back of the tree. 2 stitches and then I'm going to work my way across. Position the last button and hold it securely with your thumb and pull the needle through. I'm just going to show you that quickly and then we'll move on to the next stage. To tie off, just work through the back of the felt a couple of times, going round on itself, and then pull it through the cotton to secure it. And then you can cut this off. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the decoration hanging part, the ribbon that I mentioned earlier. Hold it with your thumb and finger, squeeze it tight, and then just get a pin to secure it into place. This is quite a wide ribbon. You can use a thinner one like I did on the diamond video earlier, if you've seen that one. And then about 3 stitches on the back with some fresh cotton just to secure it through. Make sure you don't go through to the front of the felt when you're doing this. You're sort of going along sideways really to attach it. Keep the ribbon nice and level with the top, so it's going to be nice and straight when it's hanging. Just keep pulling your thread, making sure it's always tight and secure, and level everything up. So I've only put 3 through on that, that should be plenty. I'm just going to show you now how to cut the actual back of your tree. I've used one I've cut out previously and I've stuck it onto a bigger piece of felt, so just with nice sharp scissors, trim around very carefully, and then you can tidy up the corners afterwards. I've pinned the 2 on. This is how you would do your tree to start off with off the template, printing it out onto some thin card and then cutting it, and then you can dispose that each time. So I'm just working my way around just to get the nice shape of the tree. You can actually make these in different colours if you want to, dark green and light green, or you could even do white ones with a little bit of snow effect then. So this is how it will look. I'm going to show you now how to pin the 2 parts together just to keep them nice and secure. So just choose a few little bits of the edge, put some pins through, and it'll just hold it all into place for you when you start the next part of the sewing. Around the edge we're going to do our alternating stitch, so you do a stitch, you leave a gap, you do a stitch, you leave a gap around this just to secure it into place. So I'll start off and go round the awkward part, which is where the button and the ribbon is, and then after that we'll skip for a bit and show you how it looks at the end. So just take your time, nice even stitches as you work your way around. Bear in mind when you get to the ribbon you'll be going through 4 layers of fabric, so nice sharp needle, but take your time and watch your fingers. Just check by lifting it up at the back if you need to, that you're coming through evenly as well at the back. The bit behind the button can be awkward, so you might need to give it a little bit of a wiggle just to make sure you can see what you're doing and it's going through all the layers. Now I've turned mine back round for you now so you can see it the other way around. And just keep working your way all the way around the tree. This is really nice as well if you do it with a sparkly embroidery thread, if you can get hold of some. Sometimes they're out at Christmas time. You get a little bit more glitter and shine than on the edge of the decoration. I'm just going to work a little bit more just to show you the spacing, and then you work your way around. So I've gone all the way around here, and I'm just showing you again how to finish the decoration tidily. This is the point, if you are going to stuff them to make them into like a little cushion, you would leave yourself a small gap and then you would push your toy stuffing through, and then just use maybe a knitting needle or something like that to push it through. I will show you a video later on where I'm actually filling the decoration as well, just to give you an idea. So now we've worked all the way back to the beginning, and we're going to go through the 2 layers of felt. Just feel it very carefully. So you're not going and showing any of your thread, it's going in between the 2 layers, and then back through to where you were with your last stitch and pull that again, and that will secure the edge of the decoration nice and tidily, and it'll leave you a nice neat edge with no knots or anything showing. All the nastiness is inside the 2 layers. Just pull the decoration shape on the edge, and there you go. Nice Christmas bauble, decorated Christmas tree. All the dimensions are on the handout, which is all you need really. You can print that off. There's another example here just to show you the variety that we have. Thank you very much for watching.